Hi everybody, this is Amy Thomson. Welcome back to another daily 3-card read. So this is a pick a card reading, and we have 3 piles to choose from. Before you choose your piles, it's very important for you to, breathe in deep, breathe out deep, like tune into the energies. When your intuition is on, you will pick the pile that resonates with you. When it's off, you're just going to pick any pile and you're going to be like, this doesn't resonate with me. And there might be 1 message or 2 messages in there that do, because you're going to get something from whatever pile you pick. However, when you tune into the energies of the readings and you actually allow yourself to connect with the cards, you will be drawn to one, sometimes more, but usually it's one, depending on the reading. Sometimes I've even had 3 or 4 that I've been drawn to and they've been bang on accurate, but usually it's just one single pile. So when your intuition's on, you will know intuitively which card pile to connect with, okay? So this is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. We're going to be asking 3 questions today. So it's going to be, what do I need to know in order to have a great day? Or good day, great day. The next one is, what do I need to do to have my dreams and goals and projects all come together with ease, joy, and grace for the most perfect divine way, okay? And the last question is, what else does Spirit want you to know? Right? So choose your pile now, and then we are going to get into the reading. The timestamps will be in the description box down below this video. So just scroll down and you can find them there. Click on the link right beside your pile number that you chose, and then it'll take you directly to your reading. Okay, thanks. We'll see you there. Okay, if you chose group number 1, this is your reading. Right, so the first question here is, what do you need to know in order to have a great day? Right, the next question is, what do you need to know to have your dreams, goals, and projects come together with divine grace and in a perfect way? So this is a really great question for fulfillment in your life, fulfillment, abundance, all of those wonderful things, because all areas of your life are essentially projects. And so that is your second card. Okay, and then we're going to have one more card for you. The last card is, what else does Spirit wants you to know? Okay, so Spirit, what else do you want group number 1 to know? Thank you. Let's see what you got, my dears. You got, the more I attune my energy with appreciation, the more the universe will deliver. You got safety in inverse. And ask your angels to put their wings around you to keep you safe. So that's in inverse. And then you got adaptability. Amy? I think that's her name. Goddess Amy. And I could have pronounced it wrong, and that's totally okay. But that's in reverse. All right, so the first question is, what do you need to know in order to have a great day? So your job today is to attune your energy with appreciation, because as you're appreciating things, the universe is going to deliver more and more to you. So consider today a really abundantly blessed day for receiving. All right. The universe is there, ready and willing to give you the things that you want. And all you need to do is appreciate, really. Okay, I'm going to share this picture here. It's like somebody reaching out for fruit on a branch. Okay, this is what's there in the picture. When I go down the street sometimes, there's this thing that I do, and it's amazing how fast my energy shifts. It doesn't even matter what vibration I'm in when I go out and do this. It's like I will touch every leaf or plant on the way down. I would highly advise to know whether you're going to be touching any poisonous plants, not to do that. But it's like, as I'm going down the street, I would be reaching out and I would be, I bless you with health and beauty. I bless you with, and I just go and I appreciate all of the nature as I'm walking down the street, because it's so amazing. I mean, with the trees and the plants, it's like that gives us life. And with us, we give them life. And we have the ability to give them life or take it away. And same with people, people to people, people to animals. It's like we have the ability, even through, we don't have to physically be ripping anything out, but it's through our thoughts and words and actions, it's we can make a difference and an impact. So as we're going through our life, we can be literally appreciating everybody and everything. So I like to bless people and plants and animals, and I also like to appreciate them. So I will find something about everything to appreciate, and I'll be like, oh, I appreciate this about you or this about you. Like we have several different trees on our street, and we have some that they look like they have camouflage bark, and we have some that have leaves with like different, like they look almost like they've got sunspots. And then we've got trees that are like absolutely perfect looking and like, you know, glamorous model trees. And then we've got trees that have like this silvery, beautiful bark, and sometimes like the bark flakes off, like, you know, just flakes off and keeps growing. And so we have an abundance of different types of trees on our street. And when I'm going down the street, it's like I'm blessing these trees for each of their different traits. And I mean, what one person may see as like an imperfection, okay, this tree has this, you know, and it looks different. It's like I see it as like, it's so beautiful. And I'm so in appreciation of these different things. Like even the dark circles around my eyes, okay? So one of the things I struggled with for years was like my entire life I've had dark circles around my eyes. Not that you guys really need to know that, but then my child said to me, in some cultures, they actually really find that very attractive, and that people actually try to rub their eyes and get darker circles and stuff. And looking into it, there are actually some cultures that are some people who do find that very attractive. But in my mind, where I live, it was like that was always a negative thing. But that's just who I am. That's my nature, and I've been like that since I was a small child. So I like to bless things, and the more I bless and appreciate things, the more I'm really starting to like love myself and my own nature and things. So yeah, and then good things happen and get delivered. I went way off on this tangent there, and I hope you don't mind. But yeah, so look for things within yourself that you can appreciate. Look for things within others that you can appreciate. The more appreciation that you give, the more abundantly the universe is going to bless you. And what's really cool is you may be like thinking in one area and you may get blessed in a completely different area. And what it is like you have taken out the resistance and you've unblocked the energy from you. So you could be looking at one thing and suddenly this other wonderful thing shows up. So today is your day to look around, be open to receiving and just blessing everything. Be abundantly blessed and be abundantly appreciative. Okay, because really good things are going to come to you. And what's really cool is if you find things like within yourself that you don't like I didn't like my dark circles, the coolest thing is when you're like starting to own that stuff. And it's like, wow, this is really cool. It's like getting to realize that even if some people in some culture don't find something attractive, it's like somebody else. And it doesn't even have to be a completely other culture. It's like there are people who find certain characteristics of other people super attractive, even if it's not like the typical stereotypical norm, right? So yeah, you're gonna just know you're a super attractive person, like however you are, and you are a super attractor for great things today. So allow yourself to stand in your beauty, stand in your power, appreciate everything, and you got this day made, okay? The next message for you is, what does Spirit want you to know in order to have like everything delivered, not just delivered to you, but it's like to have all of your projects and your goals and your dreams to come together in a most perfect divine way. The universe is saying, trust that you're safe. You're safe. Sometimes like you have like little things, fear, anxiety, or doubts, maybe panic, maybe it's not even just about you. Maybe you're concerned about other people, right? And you're always making sure that that things are okay, right? Like obviously it makes sense to want to make sure things are okay. But Spirit is saying that things are okay. Trust that you're safe, because as you're going around and you're tuning into this vibration of appreciation, you're gonna elevate yourself out of this place where the lower energy things happen. Okay, so that's really one thing that's going to happen, is you're going to be raising your vibration, and then those things are not going to be in alignment with you. Things that could be unsafe or not work, right? So as you're going around and like really appreciating, especially in the things that just don't seem to be working, but really finding that love and that like blessing and abundance and beauty and all that magic, like as you're going around, you're really tuning into this energy in any area of life. Spirit is saying, like, ask your angels and spirit guides to keep you safe, and trust that you are, because as you tune into that and you like allow yourself to do that, that's going to cause your body and your physical vibration and everything to like relax. You're going to be able to allow some better things to come into your life, like things that you even think that you have no control over because they might be external to you. You're going to be actually causing the energy to shift and be able to allow better things to come, even for people who are in your life around you, which is really, really great. The last thing that Spirit wants you to know is to be adaptable. Like, just know you don't have all the answers. You don't need to try to control things. Okay? You might want to make, like, what you want for the outcome of certain things. It's like, if you're totally attached to that outcome, it's causing resistance for the universe to be able to align things well for you. So be open to things coming in the most perfect and divine way, right? So be open to things coming in a good way, and that there are, okay, so I'm trying to, there's this feeling and this thought that I'm getting, and I don't know how to put it into words yet. Essentially, it's like, you want everything to work out with a certain circumstance, or maybe a few circumstances, but you don't know how they can all work out together, or you doubt that one thing will work and have the other ones work as well, or whatever, or that this one can work but this one can't, or that there are circumstances that make something work and something not work. So the spirit is saying, be open-minded to things going better than you expect and not in the way that you expect. Okay, because you're thinking that things cannot work out for the benefit of all in the most perfect way is only because you haven't necessarily expanded your mind to the point where you can see the possibilities for that happening yet. Okay, so just be adaptable. Be adaptable to circumstances and things changing. If something happens and it's like you don't necessarily feel it's in alignment for the best, trust the universe knows what you want and what's going on. Like, allow yourself to have faith and know that you're safe, okay? Because whenever something happens and it doesn't quite align with what you feel is the best possible event or outcome, it's like that triggers this part of you that's like, oh, okay, well, I guess things aren't safe. Things aren't going to work out, or whatever. Universe is saying, or the spirit's saying, just to let go of that. Let go of this thinking that if something goes one way, that it's going to cause other things to not work, or that because something happens and it doesn't feel right or seem right, that it's going to make you have to live with any fear or anxiety or whatever. This is something I'm really trying to communicate, because I can physically feel it and I can like see it, but it's very challenging for me to try to put it into words. So I really hope that you're getting what I'm saying, and that it's coming across in the way that will resonate for you. It's essentially saying, like, let go of attachment to the outcome or how things have to go. Know that sometimes things look a little worse before they get better. I guess that's what it's saying in a nutshell. It's like sometimes things might look like things are not the greatest, but if you come back to this and blessing and being in appreciation and whatnot, Spirit is saying that this is actually like a kind of like a pathway of least resistance, unlocking the energy and allowing things to get better and unfold in a perfect and divine way. Okay, so what we think as people is going to be the most perfect and divine way, right, is not necessarily the way that the universe is going to deliver things to us. So if we see something and it's like, whoa, that just, like sometimes our gifts are delivered to us in unexpected events and ways. And the universe is saying, be adaptable to things being delivered to you, okay, and it not being the way that you expected or wanted it. This is not saying anything bad is coming, okay? I just want to be clear on that. It's not saying anything's bad that is bad is coming. It is saying to have some faith that you are safe and your loved ones are safe and everything, have some faith, okay? So the more faith and appreciation that you bring into today, the better things are going to be for you. Yeah, that is all I have for you, group number 1. I really hope that it made sense for you. Because what I'm getting from this is that there's kind of like been this back and forth energy. It's like you want to trust, but then you haven't always trusted. So the biggest thing I would take out of this is really attune into your energy with appreciation, and the universe will deliver more good things in alignment with your energy with appreciation. Okay. And just when things happen, don't have attachment to it. Just be like, okay, great. You know what? And I'm going to get better at this, because the better you get at this, the better everything else is going to get. Like completely. Because it has no other way to do that because it's a universal energetic law. It's like the higher vibration energy you are, and the less of the resistant things that you have, the better things are going to line up for you. So be open to things lining up in a really good way. And and the more open you are to that, the better things really will come. So that is your message for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comment box if any of this resonated with you, because that was a little bit of a different read than the other ones that I've done in the last little bit. And I always like to know if people are getting value from these. I'm pretty sure they are. I mean, I get value from this a lot. And when my intuition is right, I get led to the right pile. And therefore, I end up with like the perfect message for me. So if this didn't resonate with you, then try another pile. But if it did resonate with you, just go out and have a great time today. Appreciate everything. Okay, thanks. Bye. All right. If you chose group number 2, this is your daily 3-card read. What we're going to do is we're going to ask 3 questions. This one is, what do you need to know to have a great day? The next question is, what do you need to know in order to have everything align for you, everything to be fulfilled, all of your projects, dreams, goals, in a perfect, divine way with grace, ease, and joy. All right, so here we go. So group number 2, what do you need to know? Everything to come together so beautifully. Well, that's a lot of cards. I am going to just take that first one that fell out, and then we're going to pull this one. Okay, so group number 2. For everything to come together. Oh no, sorry, this last question is, what else does Spirit want you to know? Wow, that was great. They just flew out. Okay, so you have the very beginning. The first card is, what do you need to know in order to have a good day? So when I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. And that is in inverse. The next question was how to have everything come together in divine grace and in a perfect way. And that is meditate and contemplate with the new moon in Pisces in reverse. And then the last question is, what else does Spirit want you to know? You have the 10 of Swords and Temperance to the left. Okay? So again, I tell people when I read cards to the left and the right, this is to let me know where your thoughts are. Okay? So it just like the up and down gives me a snapshot of things happening in your life, and the left and right gives a snapshot. Just so you know, these are general readings, and this is just as your current energy. So if anything doesn't resonate, like it means you probably were not fully in alignment with your intuition, you can always check out another pile. Okay? However, this one, you got called here, and I'm going to give you your reading. All right? So for you to have a good day, when you cultivate a spiritual connection, you can trust the universe no matter what. So this is telling me that you haven't been, basically, that you just need to be trusting the universe more. You need to step into that like inner knowing that all is well and everything is safe. The more that you are disconnected from that, the less likely you are to see the miracles and the things manifest in your life that you really want. So it's really like tuning into that inner knowing, slowing down. I'm getting the vibe slowing down. Like either your thinking has been too fast, too much, or maybe you haven't been getting a lot of sleep. Or it could be that you've been working a lot or doing things. Maybe you've just been, for some people, you've been partying a lot. And that essentially the things that you're doing are disconnecting you from the higher level energy, which is really like your spiritual connection with Source. Okay? So this is saying for today, because again, this is a daily 3-card read. So it's like, this is for today. So today, Spirit is saying your task is to tune into the energy of Spirit and your higher self. If you've got any fear, concern, or worry, or there are things going on, maybe even you're working on something and it feels like you don't have time to slow down. Like, how can I do that? Take a few minutes and do something in nature, or if you don't have that option, grab a notepad. I'm going to tell you what I do, and yes, I'm an artist, but I've tested this with like thousands of people, and it doesn't just work for artists. So grab a pad of paper, or even just a few blank sheets of paper. Grab some pencil crayons, and if you don't have pencil crayons, just grab a pen or even a pencil. close your eyes and just scribble. Scribble your feelings out. If you have any things that are on your mind, if you're upset about stuff, like here's an exercise I do with some people. So say that, okay, I'm just going to use this. But say that this, for example, is like your piece of paper. And you're like, you've got things on your mind, you're upset about something, okay? You're going to take your pencil and you're going to close your eyes and you're going to feel it. And you're going to think, I am so upset about this. Get that feeling out until it feels like all the energy is gone from that feeling. And then, and this bothers me too. And this and that. And I got this on my mind. And I got that on my mind. And all of these things, because after a little while, you will have like cleared your mind of all of these thoughts and feelings, right? Even if you didn't necessarily write things out like a journal or whatever, you still get that energy out, which is hugely, hugely important for you to be able to get back and recentered. So Spirit is saying for you to just recenter today, connect with yourself, however you have to do it. Some people have to like do something physical. Like sometimes like, it's just saying that inner knowing where you just know what to do. You need to listen to that a bit more, because you could in this very second pause the video and say, what do I need to do for myself right now? And if you just did that, that's probably you listening to yourself, which is really cool. But you can wait until the end of the reading too to do it, because there are other messages for you too. But either way, just tune into like, what do I need to know for myself? What do I need to do for myself right now? What are 3 things that make me feel better now? What are 3 things that make me happy now? Okay, so that connection is going to really make a difference for your day. In fact, that connection, when you get that, is going to transform everything else that's happening in your day. Because in this reading right now, it's telling me what is going on with your thoughts and your energy and things in your life right now. And when this is all done, you know the basis for what you need to do to have a good day. And you can shift this energy, okay? Because when I go over to this, I'm going to skip the middle for a second. This question was, what else does Spirit want you to know? And this is saying that you're still thinking about something from the past that really hurt you. You know, you got really hurt and you had to like renew, and you had to like a phoenix rising from the ashes, or like in this picture, it's not a phoenix. This is actually like, it's a bird, and it's like got tears. It's water and fire. It's balancing. It's renewal. It's healing. Yeah. So basically, you're still looking to things from the past where you got hurt and how you had to heal, and you know, like where you could be like in your current energy and in your power. Your thoughts are still thinking about something that just wasn't fair, wasn't nice, was unjust, hurt you really bad. Things that you went through, like trials and, you know, tribulations, and, you know, there was just a lot of anguish and upset, and it could be even something to do with other people, right? Like it could be your kids or a spouse or a partner or a friend, somebody at work, you know, somebody in one of your organizations. But it could be that somebody else went through something and it was devastating, and you kind of got that second, like you were kind of like secondhand, like you got it secondhand, like you have to heal from that, or you're thinking about your healing. And it could be your own thing that you went through, okay? And it could be like a big financial thing that happened, but something not good happened. It could be, you know, grieving the loss of something, right? So whatever it is like your energy is in this thinking about what happened, and thinking about needing to heal, and, you know, perhaps even asking questions. Like I'm getting the vibe that like you might be asking a lot of questions about like, why this, or like, why did this happen, or is this going to happen later, or what does this person think about that, or did they even care? Did I make a difference? Like, why did they do this to me? Or why did they take, like, depending on your circumstances, this is a general reading. So for some people, it's going to be like, why did this person have to die? Or why did this person get sick? Or why did I get burdened with all of these things? Or, you know, like there's different people watching this reading. So whatever resonates with your particular situation and what you went through, that's going to be your message. So just take the message about you're thinking about something that was really extremely unpleasant and that you were thinking about healing too. Just take that part and apply it to whatever your situation is, okay? Then the middle card is, well, what do you need to do? Like, what do you need to know in order to have your dreams and goals and everything come together, okay? So because you're in this energy, you're not connected to spirit. You're not connected to like the things that are your dreams and goals. Okay, so again, this is a card about like needing to connect with your inner self, inner knowing. Take that time, meditate and contemplate. Like it appears like you've been going around in circles. Okay, and so your task, you're being given a task. Okay, and it's really to slow down and allow yourself some peace. Okay, peace. The word that I'm getting for you from this whole reading is like peace. Create peace within, create peace without. If there are things that, like, say your house, for example, is disorganized, or your finances or your business or your relationships or anything, like, you don't need to go and fix everything all at once. But if it's going to give you some kind of peace to make a difference in cleaning some things up, then take that time to do that. If it's going to, okay, just going to tell you, in one of my programs, it's the Finishers Club 12 days. I call it the 12 days to finishing, or 12 days of finishing, sorry. One of the days, which is like one of my favorite days, is it's the joy of puttering around. Okay, so this program is really about like having people complete things and like really become superheroes in their own lives. Okay, like complete everything, including all their dreams and goals and all of that stuff. But one of the days is about like following that flow within you. So yeah, we have all these things to do. We know what we have to do. We've got like schedules, or we've got obligations. We've got, kids, relationships, like jobs, like whatever it is that we have in our lives. But because we're doing all of this stuff, we're neglecting some things that our soul might be calling for. Okay, so on one of the days, it's the joy of puttering around, and I teach people simple techniques to tune into their own energy and follow these things that need doing, unapologetic to other people and themselves. Because a lot of times we feel we have to justify what we're doing because we're doing something else. Well, this is saying tune in to what you need to do for you today. Okay? It's very, very important, because sometimes you have to slow down to speed up. If things aren't working in your life and you want things to be better and go in a better direction, it's like you have to really slow down to connect and be with yourself. And if you're getting little nudges about how it would feel good to take care of that, it would feel good to take care of that, like just spend some time going around your life and doing some of the things that would feel good to be done. It doesn't have to be anything big. I mean, it could be like, oh, I've been wanting to, go out for a walk for a while and I've put it off, or I've been, there's this pile of papers here and it's just been annoying me. Or, you know what, I'd love to take my partner out on a date, or something. Like, whatever it is that is calling to you, just take care of that, right? Like, the more that you tune into your own energy and your own frequency, it's actually going to like clear things off your plate. It's going to open things up. I mean, you might even just have wanted to nap. You just want some time to like do something for you. And Spirit is saying that it is actually okay. In fact, it's going to be a very good thing for you to be able to slow down and allow yourself to reconnect with Spirit, because when you do, you're going to know what to do. You're not going to be like a hamster on a wheel, or like, you're just not going to be going around in circles anymore. Okay? So, yeah, when you cultivate a spiritual connection, you can trust the universe no matter what. The universe has your back. You will be delivered what you want. You will not stay in this Ten of Swords, or like the anguish or the healing energy. You can move beyond that just by reconnecting with Source. Okay, so that is what I have for you, group number 2. I really hope you liked your reading. Please let me know in the comments section. And if you want to give me like a little idea about some of the things that you've been dealing with, or about what other readings might be of interest to you, that would be amazing, because I would like to be able to be more of service to you, and that would be great. Talk to you soon, and before you go, make sure you check out the description box if you get a chance, because we're just putting in some events and things that are happening. So depending on when you watch this video, there might be some new updated events, and it would be really cool for you to check them out. All right, thanks. All right, group number 3. If you chose group number 3, this is your daily 3-card read with Amy Thomson Tarot. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to be pulling 3 cards. And the first one is, what do you need to know in order to have a good day? The second one is, what Spirit wants to tell you that would have you have all your dreams and projects come together, your like anything in your life for fulfillment in the most perfect and divine way. And then the third one is, what else does Spirit wants you to know? Okay, so this first one is what do you need to know in order to have a good day? The second one I'm pulling is the what do you need to know to have all of your projects come together in alignment in the most perfect way. And the third card is, well, this one is what else Spirit wants you to know. Okay. Apparently Spirit, I was going to say, doesn't want you to know anything from this part, but then once when I was about to say that, a bunch of cards came out. So I'm going to keep them. Well, this is like a 45, but I think it was closer to that. So your daily 3-card read turned into a 6-card read. And I'm not going to argue with Spirit. Okay, that's not true. Sometimes I actually do. That's one of those things that people get diagnosed as being crazy for because they're like me in that regard. And I don't think it's that crazy now that I've been learning about it for a while, but I used to think it was crazy. Now I just go with it. Okay, anyways, for you to have a good day, here's what you need to know. The universe powerfully responds the instant you realign with love. Okay, what's really cool about you is that you don't have a problem aligning with love. It's like sometimes you get off track, but you can align yourself very easily again. So today, your message for you to have a good day is to continually realign with love. It's like as any time that you notice your vibration is off and not in that higher vibration, love and appreciation energy, you can hone it back in. You can rein it. Spirit is also saying that you have... for all of your dreams and goals to come together, it's like you are very fortunate. It's like understanding how fortunate you are, seeing the opportunities and the money and the bigger picture. Like there's abundance everywhere. And that Spirit is two things. It's like there's an acknowledgement for being open-minded to recognize that fortune is not just money, and abundance is not just money. But Spirit is also saying that you're not, like today, this is a 3-card read, so this is for you today. It's like you're not held back by anything with fortune. It's like you have everything at your fingertips, and your ability to realign yourself with love is like everything is available to you today. So if there's anything that you've wanted to do with regards to money especially, today's a day to take action on that because the universe has your back. And yeah, that's really, really cool. So the third question is, what else does Spirit want you to know? So Spirit wanted to communicate a bunch of things to you, okay? So we've got what do you need to release to the right, which is the waning moon. You've got nothing is yet set in stone, which is the mutable moon. You've got you're very close to achieving your goal in the gibbous moon in inverse. And then you've got it's time to take action, new moon in Aries in inverse. Okay? So, few things. One of your biggest actions that you need to take is to actually, again, it's realigning with love, but it's like causing a lot of things with, it's not inaction because you're still going to be in action, but it's not like you have to do a lot of rush, making everything happen. It's more like tuning into like what you know to do and just doing those things, okay? Because Spirit is saying what you're working on is not something that you're going to be like just done and over with like in an instant. It's like this thing that you're working on or what you're putting together actually is taking time, okay? So it's like there's no need to rush everything right now, even if periodically you feel rushed. It's like go with the flow and energy of the universe and have that relationship back and forth. Listen to what is being told to you, what you need to do. Follow that intuitive guidance system and do what you need to do, okay? Because this is like, it's a journey, it's a process. It is like a quest. The word quest is coming to mind. And you have a very, very big goal. You might even have several goals that tie into one. Like in the grand scheme of things, it really is one large goal. But when you try to communicate it to people, it's like, it's so big that people don't get everything because there are smaller components for the goal. Like if you look at this picture, right, there's this giant moon, right? And then you've got all of these trees pointing to it, right? So consider when you talk to people and you want to like tell them what you're doing, it's like people's minds are not so open and expanded, so they don't understand everything, and you almost have to like give them one piece, right? So all of these trees that are pointing to this giant moon, like the giant moon is your overall vision, right? And you've got that and you can see it. There's a part of it that still you can't quite see, but you can almost see all of it now. It's very, very close. So it's being revealed to you as you're going on this journey. It's being revealed to you more and more. And so you've got this very, very clear, it's like a clear night sky too, and you can see things really beautifully, but you've got this clear vision where almost everything is visible to you right now. And then also when you communicate, like I said, with other people, it's like, if you were to give everybody like the overall vision of your project and your dreams and goals, their heads would pop. Okay. So that's kind of neat. But you're very careful in who you choose to talk to about certain things. And so, because what you're doing is you're just seeing all of the people and the connections and the resources and things that have to point specifically to what you're working on. So they don't need to know the overall big picture of everything. They just need to know what they need to know to assist in the areas that they need to assist with. Consider that your vision is so big that a lot of people might get confused by what you're putting together. And I think you've been through that before. I think there are sometimes there are complete gaps right now in what you're putting together too. Like in this vision, again, there's like trees that are going around, but there are 3 spaces that are not filled in. 3, maybe 4. There's like a tiny spot here, but with trees, right? So it's like these would probably be the missing pieces for the part maybe that you don't see. Okay, so yeah, Spirit is saying that there are still people and resources that are needed, and that you don't have all of the answers yet, but you don't need to have all of these answers yet, because all of these people are here, and some parts of the project are going, they're really big and they're growing, and then other parts are really small. But regardless, it's like all of these, again, I'm going back to this vision, there are a bunch of trees right around this, and the tips of the trees are all pointing to this moon. So some of the trees are very big and like fluffy. I can't think of the word. So anyways, they're filled out. They're very large. And then other ones are very tall and pointed. And consider that all of these pieces are like pieces of your project and your dream, and they're all growing at different rates and they have different momentum and different energy growing. But the part of the moon that you don't see yet is the part that these other people and these other resources and teams would come in to fulfill the rest of that. So yeah, there are gaps, but it's okay because your project is so big. So Spirit is just saying, like, have patience with the things that you're doing, because you know that already. There's nothing I'm telling you that you don't know. There's nothing I'm telling you don't know. And it does say nothing's yet set in stone. So another thing is, like, as you're doing this and as everything's being shifted and coming together, you're making agreements, you're getting that you're fulfilling on projects, but there may be some agreements that need to be put in place in order to solidify what you're doing. Like, so ask yourself, what kinds of agreements need to be put in place, or what kinds of agreements or connections and deals and negotiations do I need to make with people? Okay, so that's another thing, is like Spirit is just saying for you to have a look at that, because there are so many moving parts and things are shifting. And this could be a good thing, like depending on your circumstance. Sometimes that's a really good thing to be in this space, and other times it's like you need to firm it up. So Spirit is just saying for you to look at what's there for agreements and things, and then also to just listen to that intuitive voice and that knowing for when to take action on it and when not to. Okay. Also, Spirit is saying that there are still some things that keep coming up in your thoughts about how you can release more of the things from your past. What I'm getting is that you've done a lot of personal growth and personal development. You've done a lot of things. So as you've gone through your life, you've like let go of a lot of baggage, continually letting go of things, continue letting go. It's like a release, release, release. And this is saying that you're still looking for more things to release. Okay. There's nothing bad, wrong, anything with that. It's just like, allow the messages coming to allow these things to come to you instead of you looking for them. Okay, because as you're filling in the gaps for this vision, these things that you need to release are going to just show up for you, right? So where before you used to have to dig into yourself to find all of these things, now you're at a place where like there's a lot of momentum going, and it's like as you're moving on, when something happens or you get triggered or there's some event, it's like you're developed enough mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, like you're developed to the point where when these things come up for you, you can recognize them quickly and you can allow yourself to like let go and move on. And yeah, it's a really, really great thing because you don't have to search so much for them anymore. You just need to listen to that inner knowing as you're going through things. And again, I keep getting drawn back to this fortune card, which is right in the center of your reading, because now is the time when you had worked long and hard, and now is the time where you actually get to just be in abundance. If the abundance is not there for you, like physically manifested right now, it is coming. And it is like, just live in that space of an inner knowing that that it is there and that you deserve it, and that you just need to keep coming back to love and listening to that voice. Take action on things that you need to, but don't be pushing. Don't be running for it. Don't be like, this is not a sprint. It's a marathon. And it is, yeah, just listen to this. Listen very closely is the message I'm getting for you. Listen very, very closely and keep realigning yourself with love. Okay, so that is all I have for you, group number 3. I really hope you liked your reading today. Please let me know in the comment box, in the comments section, if it resonated with you, and also what you would like to see in future readings. And also, if you are working on any projects or goals, we have an event coming up. We're going to be doing this quarterly, so if you don't make it to this event, we're still going to be having others. And it is specifically to help people collaborate on their projects and goals. And it's a live event and it doesn't cost anything. In future they might cost, so I don't want to like tell you that it doesn't cost, but I would like to keep things as inexpensive for people as possible because I believe everybody's dreams deserve to be fulfilled. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. Thanks.